All right, so a really quick update. On what I did this trip. So what actually happened is the track is in a different city from where I live. I live about 7 hours away. So every time I have to prepare a whole bunch, drive 7 hours, come and do all the things as much as I can within the time period that I've, planned for. And this time it was about 7-8 days. Anyway, so I deployed the JSR Studio app. It's still internal testing, so it's done through test flight, but basically it's a 98% done app. I just need to debug some really minor issues like UI issues, things like that. It's just really, really small things. But yeah, basically I got most of the things, bugs, most of the requirements from my friends all sorted out this trip for the software. So that's basically ready for, training sessions for kids. So that's the first thing. Second is the dyno. So I've installed all the new hardware onto the old inertia dyno frame. So I've taken out all the manual throttle cable, all the manual brake system, all that stuff. So I've converted everything with the new controllers. It's all wireless now. It's the whole processing unit is on the dyno, and it's got AFR sensor. It's got exhaust gas temperature, engine oil temperature, RPM, all that's good stuff. So it's working perfectly. I have another video about that. The third thing that I did was actually deploying the card HUD system. So for anyone who's watched my older videos, I actually created a sort of like a onboard computer logger, data logger system called the card HUD. It's a pretty elaborate system now. It's no longer just a Micron-like device. It's actually a small ecosystem of different things. The first being, it's obviously it's the onboard computer data logger, and then there's a base station that does a couple of important things. The first is it emits RTK corrections. The second thing is it will broadcast data to different WebSockets for different people to subscribe to for live telemetry during race, during practice, or just normal, customer interaction. They want to see how their friends are doing on track, stuff like that. They can see it through these different sort of WebSocket subscriptions. The other thing is there's also a fleet management system where there's an extra WebSocket that would broadcast a list of the registered carts with the card HUD installed, and it will track all the issues. So if there's like any repairs required, it can be logged into the system, and then people can say, okay, this cart needs tires changed, there's something wrong with the chain or whatever. They can just log it, and then it'll be displayed in the garage. People can see it immediately, which is fantastic. And they can just track how it's being repaired, and we can also track how each problem, how long it usually takes. But anyway, so I've deployed 3 systems, and I would say the software is basically close to 100%. The dyno, I would say 95%, 90%. The card HUD, I would say 80%. So this time around, I tried some of the more important functions, such as RPM limiter, crash detection, crash event replay. The crash events worked fine. But the RPM detection, the RPM limiter, well, the limiter was fine, but the RPM detection was not fine because I forgot to include sort of like a signal filtering sort of circuit. So that caused all the fluctuating, voltages spikes from the ignition coil to keep basically rebooting the controller. So that was not good because that could have fried the controller. So this time around, we're not going to be able to test the limiter, unfortunately, but that's a really quick fix. So all I need to do is just add the filter. So anyway, everything's moving along pretty well. And another thing, with regards to the engines that we built, we discovered another issue. We discovered a small issue with the latest valve springs that we custom made. So we have to redo the valve springs. The travel is just too short. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to redo the springs to and wait for the new springs to come so that we can fully test the engine at the big track. But other than that, I think it was a pretty productive trip. And, for all the things that I mentioned, I'll post separate videos for them. I mean, it's just a random update. So, yeah, that's it for this video. I mean, I've been rambling on for a bit too long now. So, anyway, that's it for now. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.